Hello there, it's the Archivist from tradingcardarchives.com, and I am here today with my cat Batman. That's my, I don't know, a lot of people know this, but that's a picture of my actual cat, Batman. I kind of included it in this background. Anyway, that's my cat Batman, but I'm also here. We're going to be taking a look at some new One Piece cards today. Well, I don't know if they're new, but they're new to me, and they're new enough that these are still being sold kind of all over the rip and ship platforms, so mostly like Whatnot and places like that. You'll see this box a lot of places. It's called the Heka release, Heka, and I'll show you kind of everything I know about it and where I got it from and all that in a little bit. But first, we actually have to do some mail first. We kind of always have to do mail these days. I don't know, that should be slowing down, but I do have one more. I think this is an AliExpress package. Again, I'm never quite sure, but I'm pretty like if this isn't AliExpress, I don't know what it is because I don't think I'm waiting for anything else. Um, but yeah, oh, this is really well protected. Again, I love these new freezer pop. What do you call this kind of bubble wrap? To me, they look like otter pops or freezer pops. But I don't know if that's the right name for them. But yeah, and then yeah, this is definitely my Kayou Mucha. So I'm very excited for these. So yeah, Alfonso Mucha. This is one of my favorite artists. Maybe my favorite artist. I don't know. One of my favorite artists. And he was a painter from Czechoslovakia, somewhere in Eastern Europe. I can't remember exactly. Plus, I don't think the country he's from is actually around anymore. But he's a very famous artist, and Kayou has now a license to his work and has produced this set of trading cards for it. So, of course, being my favorite artist, I went and got a bunch of boxes. I got 3 boxes. So right away, we're going to have 3 boxes here. Oh, I guess that was the side of it. There's the front. So we've got 3. I'm not going to open these today, even though I am super excited. I mean, you can see how just beautiful that art is. And then to see that kind of rendered in Kayou's style is going to be it's going to be epic. These are going to be an amazing set of cards for sure. I'm really excited about it. But at the same time, like I have to open my other box today. But I am planning also to give one of these away. So on this channel, we run giveaways all the time. We're going to do another one real soon, actually. There's no giveaway right now, though, so don't get too excited. But as soon as we get to 2,500 subscribers, which is less than 100 away now, so like really soon, there is a pile, and that pile is growing. It's like past the light switch. So you know how light switches are like about 4.5 feet up on the wall? That's how high the pile of giveaway boxes is right now, and it just keeps getting higher. And so I'm going to go put one of these on it, and then I'll keep the other 2 for myself to open. Yeah, this will be the one I give away. But like I said, today we are definitely going to be opening this Heka One Piece box. And so this is a set of One Piece cards. There's a lot of these. We call them dojin sets. That word means homemade. That's not really the right term, but it's kind of the nicest term you can have for these because they are unlicensed products. And so that's pretty important to understand. If you are someone who wants to collect, only licensed cards and things, you should probably stay with the Bandai One Piece trading card game. That's kind of where the licensed cards are these days. But there are a ton of unlicensed sets, and I am not exaggerating. There are hundreds, and they make 3 or 4 every week. So every week there's more of these being created. But only the good ones, the like really good ones, kind of make it into the West here. So the fact that I even have this kind of tells me it's already of a certain quality level. But then the really good ones get picked up on Whatnot and stuff, and that's where this one is selling. So let me show you that, because it is actually like a pretty major way that I'm getting my products these days. And it helps that this particular Whatnot seller, the trading card collector, is a personal friend of mine. So he was a friend of mine long before I started on trading cards. We worked on the Star Wars game together. for a while. We've known each other for a while now, and only like in the past year realized that we both also do trading cards. And so he learned about my channel. He's like, "Oh, that's amazing! I had no idea you did that." And then I learned about his whatnot selling. I was like, "Oh, amazing! I had no idea you did that," because we'd only really worked on Star Wars together. But yeah, so he sells there, and I attend his shows. I might that one is actually at a really good time. I might go to that one tomorrow. Um, and so this is Whatnot. The website is just Whatnot, and I'll put a link to his Whatnot channel. This is kind of what it looks like when you go there, and you can see he's got a lot of sales, great reviews. Every stream I've been with him has been friendly. It's been fun. He imports the entire case, so whereas I only ever get single boxes, when you watch his streams, you can see him open an entire case, which is incredible to see because the cases have all the prizes inside. So on his stream, he can show you like, hey, I've got this new Heka box. Here's the prizes. You can actually look at them. And then if you win one of the prizes, you can actually get the prize in the same shipment. So you don't have to like do a redemption pass or anything like that. You just immediately get the prize. And you can even trade or sell with him or to other people in the channel. So it's kind of like a really just a fun way to open cards, I think. And also, when you're talking about these kinds of products from China, even though Whatnot might not seem like the safest place to you or whatever, that's really just you just don't know a lot about it. You haven't used it much, you don't have an experience with it, is more the problem. Because Whatnot is huge. A lot of people use this all the time, especially in the sports card world. There are streams on here that will have hundreds of people in them. It is a massive thing. And a lot of very legit companies use it. So the fact that we're seeing these One Piece cards on here doesn't make it not legit. It's just another use for the we call these like live selling websites. And in China, this format of selling products where a host is kind of selling it to you like home shopping network style is the main way that people buy things. Like the vast majority of things are sold that way. And when I say things, I mean like everything from fashion to food to trading cards to cars, like houses, everything you could possibly want is sold that way. So this we're seeing just a tiny bit of it in the West, but this is a massive thing in Asia. And I'm telling you, it's a lot of fun. And so we're looking now at his shop. And so these are all the products that he has in stock right now. And so when you go, if I go to a show tomorrow, I could pick up this Ghibli box. I have one of those here, actually. He's got the Lucky Volume 8. The Lucky card boxes are amazing. He's got a lot of these really neat metal cards sets. I opened one the other day where it was like gold and silver plated cards. Super cool stuff. And then here is the actual Heka box. So he's got that right here. And you can see that the price on that is $33, which is like almost exactly the same price you would get it directly from China. It's above the case price, but if you're not importing a case, that's about the best price you can expect. And I'm telling you, on July 4th, he ran a sale where you could get boxes like this for like $20. So yeah, it's a really good deal. And then he also has the flyers. And the other cool thing is, if you don't know, this person, the trading card collector, my friend, he runs the Discord with me. So if you're on our Discord, if you're not, you should be. I'll put a link in the description. It's a huge Discord. There's like 500 people on there, hundreds of people on there all the time. Huge My Little Pony channel, lots of other cool channels too. But the My Little Pony one there is, I think, maybe like the preeminent My Little Pony channel in the world right now. It's massive. It's huge. We know everything about about those cards because of that channel. He runs that Discord with me, and so he'll post these flyers at full resolution in there. So if you go on that Discord, you can get flyers like this, like 100 megabyte downloads. And so here we're kind of just looking through the flyer. Got this, I love these kinds of like Asian style paintings of the characters. So these ones, they really are mixing styles here, but still cool. This set does lean a little bit into waifu territory, as you can see here. That does happen. Hopefully it won't be too racy, but there will be some of that in here. And then there will be some, these are UV printed PVC cards. There's dollar bills. And this is like a very popular thing to do in China, where they print fake currency with an anime character on it, and One Piece is very popular for that. So this is probably one of the uh, inserts, if I had to guess, like one of the special packs gives you those. And then these are thicker serial cards, which again, like fantastic. And then this is probably a redemption prize because these are like gold metal framed serial cards. But those dresses are beautiful. I mean, those beautiful green dresses. I really like the color green, so that would be nice. So this whole set is like pretty much right up my alley, I think. Um, so yeah, if you're interested in this, I recommend you check out that stream tomorrow at 1 p.m. He'll be doing it, but he does them every couple days. He'll announce them on the Discord too. Especially when he's doing like a special sale or something. Sometimes he'll just spontaneously do that and announce it on the Discord. It's good to be on there and know. But yeah, this is a box that Al, my friend, the trading card collector, um, just sent to me. So I think I had ordered like $300 or something from him over the July 4th sale. And so he just kind of threw this in as an extra. But I wanted to pop it open now because, I haven't opened a One Piece box in a while. And I haven't just ripped a whole One Piece box in a long, long time. So this episode is also kind of a throwback to the original archives back when we would buy a box and then open the whole, like it was a different thing back then. Um, Still very pretty printing on here. I suspect that's probably AI artwork, but still gorgeous. And then on the back, we actually have a full set list with rarity counts. That is pretty rare. You don't see that too often. But because of that, we can kind of get an idea of what's in the set and what the different rarity levels are. There's a lot of different cards in that set. That's fairly common for products like this. And so we're going to open this up. And yeah, right away, we've got another cool image there on the inside. Almost like a League of Legends style work. That's pretty neat. And then we've got, oh, we got all the hit packs. So we got all three. I think there's only 3 available. Let me go check the flyer again. No, there is a 4th hit pack that we did not get. But we got the purple and pink, but there is a kind of like a brown one. We didn't get that, but we got basically all the others, which is very cool. And then we'll get some regular packs too. Let's kind of count them up and see how many. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of those. We've got 12 regular packs. And then, yeah, very, very pretty box design again. I really love the green on it. It's striking. And then we've got our multiple hit packs there. So yeah, let's get into this and see what this set's all about. And so here it is again. This is Heka, and it is volume 3. I can tell from this Hana up there. There's another set list on the back, a little bit of a simpler set list. And let's see what we got. I'm always curious to see a new One Piece set. The main manufacturers, Kabog, Lucky Card, they make some fantastic looking cards. But at the same time, it's always cool to see kind of what everyone else is doing with the franchise and with the art, and with different styles of art. And so this is just a rare. So this is one of the base cards in the set, but very cool design on that, and also like kind of a Mongolian style dress, which I think is very cool. And then here's a UR, which just kind of looks like a like honestly the UR looks much plainer to me than the rare, but I suspect that it's kind of a style they're going for where they're trying to make it like very photogenic almost, that style. Let's do another one here. Yeah, wow. Okay, I actually really like these rares. So those rares are very striking. That art is amazing. It must be AI art, is my guess, but still looks great. And then even these URs, they're so strange in that they're just kind of color printed like that, but the print quality is really high. Take another look here. I like being able to open these on this channel like this because I can spend a little more time with the cards. When he does them on the show, he rips them very quickly because he's doing a lot, and also kind of you have to keep things moving on those shows because there's like 5 or 6 people lined up waiting for boxes. So you do kind of have to move. But he'll grab the whole pack and like cut them all at once, which is fine. I mean, he takes great care of the cards. I've never gotten a damaged card from him or anything like that. I bought a lot. I bought like a lot of cards from him already. I need to do another order. Actually, I haven't done one in a while. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah, I'll go on there and pick out some more boxes. But yeah, this is cool. And that's the thing, is that he will rip them for you, and then what he does is he sends you the box. You still get the box, and then all the cards will be like nicely wrapped in the packs. You also get the packs, but you see all the cards there on the stream, which is kind of better if you're trying to trade or sell or just looking for that kind of rip and ship experience. But he will also send you the box sealed if you want. So like sometimes I'll ask him and I'll be like, hey, can you open 2 and send me 1 sealed? And he totally will do that. And it doesn't cost any more or anything like that. And in that case, you end up with, a box like this that you can open on your own, which I think is a ton of fun. Here we have rain. So I guess it's raining. I'm unsure. It's like it's a PVC transparent card, but I guess it's rain. Rain is the word of the day. Fun little set here. But I have to admit, I'm like so almost excited about that Mucha set. Like that is gonna be fantastic. Another. I love these outfits. Very, very traditional clothing style. We have another rain here. It's weird because they seem to be in swimsuits, so it seems like they're like ready for the rain. They like, because they're, ready to get all wet. But they also have umbrellas, so maybe they don't want, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they're like those dress showy swimsuits that you're not supposed to actually get wet. I'm probably really overthinking that. You're probably not supposed to think that much about about the rain cards. Another one, almost like an Art Deco style to that drawing, though. Those are kind of nice, actually. Like I sort of really like the style of her face with the eyes. It reminds me of Cat's Eye, which is an older anime. Here we've got 2 more cards. Oh, we got a puzzle piece. Okay, that is very common in these kinds of sets. They will almost always have at least 1, sometimes 2 or 3 puzzles. And then here's another. These are still, like, of everything we pulled, I think these are still my favorites. And they're just like, these are just the base cards, but they just look so nice. And is that all boa? Are they all gonna be? I'm not sure, but I think so. Yeah, they do seem to be all her. And oh, we got a beautiful dream, and it's kind of a layered card, so I don't know if you can tell, but there's like at least a couple different layers on there, and then some beautiful stamped outlining around Nami, and then Nami's kind of in the middle there, so that's a beautiful dream. Unfortunately, that card did get a little bit curved, but I think that's just kind of a consequence of the layering. If we put that in a top loader, I bet we could flatten that. It's not that curved. Great. Another great card, though. Great card design. Yeah, I mean, look, it's not as good as like a Kabog set or something like that, although there's something to be said for getting like such a good base set in. But this maybe is more like a Nova level of product to me in my eyes. Although honestly, it might. I think it's better than Nova. At least the art here is better than Nova. Like, there's a nice one. Advance indomitably. That's the way to advance. If you're going to advance, you don't have to advance. You can just chill. But if you're going to advance, do it indomitably. I think. I'm not sure what that word means. Oh, she's with one of those dragons. That's cool. Lions. Sorry, those are lions. I always think they're dragons, but they're not. They're actually lions. Which again kind of reinforces the Mongolian look to all of this. Because those lions would have, those are kind of like from that area of China, because they actually had lions up there. A type of lion. Lovely. That's nice. I mean, that card is just so bright and colorful, and I love the kind of the two little, almost look like stickers on the side. That's a really neat effect. Yeah, Heka is the company that makes this. I have never opened a Heka product before, so this is very new for me, but I'm also really happy I did. Like, this is a lot of fun. And I kind of just pulled it off the shelf randomly. I have so many over there. Maybe I should get more because, yeah, I should open these more often. This is great. Oh, I love the QR. Sorry, another one of these, but that QR is so cute. Please take in. Please take in. I don't understand. I don't get. I don't understand the words, but I mean, I understand. I don't understand the context of "please take in." Is it like he's in a box and he wants to get taken inside? Is that? It probably doesn't matter. Here's another VV there. Very pretty. Again, like, I just love the sort of holographic stamping all around the card. That's really neat. Oh, and kind of a fancy back on that too. And then one last rare. So very happy with the base set. Most disappointed, I think, with the URs, but everything else is cool. Even these rain cards kind of grew on me in the end. Like, I really like that one. I mean, the other two are nice too, but I think that one is just so kind of classically drawn that I really like it. So yeah, let's check out our hit packs. Again, we've got 3 different hit packs here. So, ooh, something with some foiling on it. Oh, it's serialized 111. That is a very low number too. That's a really low numbered card. Wow, okay. And so that is another Flower Girl card. So I have one of these from Nami, but mine is not serialized. So I think there must be different ones that are serialized and different ones that aren't. That is awesome. Wow, okay. That is really a nice card. I love the butterfly on the back too. Flower God. Nice. Okay, and serialized too. We're not done. We still have a whole other hit pack here. And then also one of those tickets, which I think might be one of the dollars, which could be kind of cool too. So another very thick card here. It is an MB. Not serialized this time, but an MB. And then, yeah, let's check out our last card here, which is going to be something ticket-like. It's definitely in a larger pack. But let's... Oh yeah, it's the money. Okay, so it's money. It's $100,000 too. That's a lot of money. Even I could use that much. I could buy a lot of One Piece cards with that much money. Somebody tells me the bank won't accept this though. And it looks like a very real dollar. I could try. I'll take it to the bank tomorrow. We'll see what they say. But yeah, I'm guessing they're gonna be like, "Sir, this is a Wendy's. Go away." Something like that. Still, cool. I mean, amazing. It looks like we got to see kind of everything that we could today, which is great. I mean, we got to open that box. We got to see, I guess that's the lowest because it seems like there's the most of the CK, and that's a CK one. Still not bad at all. Yeah, what a fun little set of cards here. I'm honestly kind of just blown away by how nice these base cards are. This is such a cool look. And they really are well printed and also like great treatments and coloring on them too. Wonderful. And then of course we got the serial card here to 111, which is always a fun. Ooh, that is a fun ride. All right, and so there's our video for today. We were opening a mystery One Piece box. It turned out to be amazing. Heka is a very good set of cards. And again, if you want to pick this up, I'll put a link in the description, but you got to go over to Trading Card Collector's Whatnot site, and you can just buy it whenever you want, like a store. But it's more fun, I think, to go when he's running a stream, and because you can sit in the stream, you can see what other people are buying. People get like really excited when you pull a big card. He also keeps track of the hits, so you'll know from a given case like what's already been pulled from that case. And so as the case gets to the end and stuff hasn't been pulled yet, those boxes become pretty valuable, right? Because if there's only 4 boxes left, and you know there's like a diamond card left, if I was there, I would just buy all 4 of those boxes. Be like, oh, I'm just gonna buy that diamond card then because that's amazing, or whatever it is, right? So it's opportunities like that that you can only get when you're doing it sort of on that live stream, right? If you're opening it at home or you're buying boxes, single boxes and things, you can't do that build up to the end of the case like that. That's something you can only do on live. And so again, another strong bonus, I think, for Whatnot streams. I don't get paid to say that. I mean, I guess you sent me these for free, which is very nice of you. But I would say that anyway because I actually really like, especially with the tariffs going the way they are, and I've heard now that they're sort of permanently getting rid of the $800 exemption that AliExpress was using. So like we are stuck with tariff prices for at least the next few years now, it seems, which means $40 boxes on AliExpress, right? Or $30 boxes on Whatnot. Like it's a no-brainer, right? If I'm gonna buy the box anyway, I'm gonna pay less money. I'm gonna go to my friend, the trading card collector, and buy it there. Okay, that's my pitch. I hope I sold it to you. If not, leave a comment. Let me know what your problem is with Whatnot. Maybe we can talk about that. Because if there is a problem with it, I kind of would like to know. But as far as I know, it's been great, and oh gosh, with because I also buy a ton of Super Break sports stuff on Whatnot. That's why I buy all that too. So I've spent like thousands of dollars on Whatnot and not really had any issues. So had less issues than Ali. So if that helps at all. All right, that's enough pitching. But for now, I will, yeah, let you go. Have a great weekend. What a fantastic set. I got $100,000. That's amazing. Okay, bye bye, everybody. See you later.